Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a fantastic night and that you're looking after yourselves and one another. After some really bad technical difficulties, we are trying this again. And we are doing a top 10 Rolling Stones album ranking. I have my special guest here, Mr. Peter Kent from the Lizard King channel. How are you doing, Peter?
I'm good, Armando. How are you? Thanks for having me back again.
No problem. I'm doing all right. Uh, Guys, I started this episode with a full cup of coffee. And we started taping and we just got into technical difficulties, and we're going to do this again. So we are going to go through our top 10 Rolling Stones album rankings. So being the good host that I am and being brought up properly by my mother, Mr. Kent is going to go first. So, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is from 1966, Aftermath.
Ah,
So very Brian Jones was in the band at this time. A really good mid-60s album by them. And there is a US version, of course, with a different cover and little bit of a different track listing. I think the US version has 11 tracks. This is 14. But I like about this, it's got good pop music on it. It's got Mother's Little Helper, Lady Jane, I really like, Under My Thumb, a really good early track from them. What else? We got High and Dry, Out of Time is a really good song. Take It or Leave It, really good. Some really good early Stones, great songs on here, early classics on here, like Under My Thumb, as I said, and Mother's Little Helper, Lady Jane, and so on. Yeah, really good album. Number 10, Aftermath, 1966.
perfect.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you before we go further, when did you first get into the Stones? I got into the Stones in 81 myself.
Same here, Tattoo You, 81. Yeah, Tattoo You.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, same album.
yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, my number 10 is from 1986, Dirty Work. This was their first release for Columbia Records. They had left Atlantic in '83. There was a 3-year gap between the albums, and yeah, first release for Columbia. It's not their best album, but I mean, songs like "One Hit to the Body," which features I was going to say Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page on a guitar solo, Harlem Shuffle, Too Rude, another good track, and
Yeah.
Sleep Tonight, and Fight, which is,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the second track on the album. This was where relations between Keith Richards and Mick Jagger were at an all-time low. I mean, you can even tell on the record, on the cover, they were not in a good mood. They all looked like with the pastel colors, they looked like they were like rejects from Miami Vice, right? I mean, in terms of the
I
so,
did, yeah.
so yeah, that's my number 10, Dirty Work.
Dirty Work, yeah. Number 9 for me is from 1974. It's Only Rock and Roll, which is the
Good
last
choice.
one from Mick Taylor. Before he was not in the band anymore, no longer with them. It's got the big hit. It's Only Rock and Roll, but I like it. I really love Time Waits for No One. Really nice track. Time Waits for No One. Till
Mm-hmm.
the Next Goodbye. Fingerprint Files good on this. And yeah, just I'll never say it's their best album. Obviously, it's number 9, but it's pretty good listen. It holds together rather well. It's got that big single and a few good deep cuts on there, and a good cover. Ain't Too Proud to Beg. And yeah, I consider it quite a good Stones album at number 9. It's Only Rock and Roll. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
1974. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that album, for some people, like some people say that there were no big hits from the album. But
Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. I mean, that was all over the radio as far as I remember. I mean, I was
Oh
4 years
yeah, it
old,
was. Yeah. Yeah.
but I remember it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, it's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Mm.
And if you guys can look up this video, it's on YouTube, probably. Well, it is on YouTube, but the video has got them playing or miming, whatever. And at one point, the entire studio fills up with bubbles.
Yes. So it's quite hilarious. Yeah. I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, no, good choice. We must carry on, ladies and gentlemen. My number
Okay.
9 is from 1969, Let It Bleed. I believe there you go. He's got a
Yeah.
copy. I love a
Yeah.
man with
I've
props.
got it here. I've
I
got
love
it.
a man with props. Perfect. Um,
Yeah.
fantastic album. Guys, when you put these lists together, okay, it's very difficult to keep all the good ones that you like at the near the top or even in the top 5. So
Yeah.
they gotta go somewhere. You know what I mean?
They
Um,
do. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
and just because they're either lower on the list doesn't mean that they're bad, um
Mm.
before I get any comments out there about that. um Let It Bleed, interesting album cover,
Yeah.
you know with songs like Give Me Shelter. And as I've said before, that the vocal intro to Give Me Shelter is really eerie to me. It's like, oh god.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. It's
a little ugh, okay, like what's gonna happen kind of thing, right?
sinister or yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Creepy sounding or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Give Me Shelter again on the album Love in Vain, Midnight Rambler, and
Mm.
the classic You Can't Always Get What You Want to
Yeah.
Get What
Very
You
good.
Need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the boys vocal choir coming in on the intro, and very sad, just a very sad song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, good album, good
Mm.
album. Some would say they're best, but you know what?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's up to that's up for opinion, right? I mean, and
It is.
that's what
Yeah.
these lists are, right? They're
That's all it is, isn't it? That's all it is. Yeah.
it's only rock and roll, right? It's only, but yeah, that's my number 9.
Number 9. Okay. Number 8.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Some Girls, 1978,
Mm,
which is like the comeback album, so to speak, wasn't it? Them sort of trying to find themselves again.
yeah.
And the disco influenced Miss You.
Hmm.
That's a standout. I always like that. It's very catchy tune. You can't help but like it. When the whip comes down, that's a decent rocker. Just My Imagination's the cover. I think they do a good job on that.
Hmm.
That's a good song. Some Girls, it's a good track, but controversial lyrics. Lies is a good, decent rocker. So you get a bit of everything, Connie. You get a bit of the rock and a bit of the slower stuff. Faraway Eyes is one of my favorites on here. I think it's one of my favorites ever by them. I just like the talking vocal, the melancholy of it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
that it's got a bit of a country thing to it. So
Yeah.
very very good track, that one. Respectable is one of their good hard rockers. I think they can do hard rock very well. Rolling Stones. There's a lot of good hard rock in their albums. Uh, Before They Make Me Run, which is quite good. I like that, the Keith Richards sung vocal. Beast of Burden, that's a great one of the greatest. Shattered's a quite good ending too. But yeah, an album I've always liked. I've got nothing against the album. I think it's a really good album, but just some above it. That's all. So number 8 is Some Girls, 1978.
Yeah. Good
Mm,
choice.
yeah.
Really good choice. We're going all over the map with
I
with
think.
this list, like
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
think I think between the two of us, we're going to be covering a good broad section of
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
the catalog.
Oh, for sure.
My number 8 is Steel Wheels from
Yep.
'89. Before we started taping the first time, we I mentioned how there are albums that you listen to, you go back and you think it's a great album, and then you listen to it and you're like, was it that good?
Not
So
as good as I thought. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, 89, again, this was considered another comeback album for them. They signed to Virgin Records at the time. The lead off single, Mixed Emotions, good song, good feel good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Song, while other songs like Sad, 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 which starts off the album, Mixed Emotions, Terrifying, another single.
Yeah.
Almost Hear You Sigh from
Oh, yeah.
Bill Wyman's contribution, another
Mm.
video single, and Slipping Away. I saw
Oh, yeah.
them for the first time on this tour.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Wow.
And yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah, looking back on it, like, is this their best? Not well, like it's not. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it had to go somewhere on the list. So yeah, that's my number 8, Steel Wheels.
Steel Wheels. Okay. Let's see. Number
Numbers.
7.
Yep.
Are we up to 7? Yes. Beggar's Banquet.
Ah.
Beggar's Banquet from 1968. Yeah. The iconic song is probably "Sympathy for the Devil," which actually I like on this version, but the live version from "Get Your Ya-Ya's Out" is a pretty good album. That one, they got great versions of a lot of the songs.
Mhm.
The live album. No Expectations is slowed down, very quite nice. D Doctor, take it or leave it in a way. Parachute Woman, sort of the same.
Mhm.
I like Jigsaw Puzzle though. A bit longer track, very good lyrics, and a very good vocal. Pretty interesting track actually. Pretty sort of a growing song. So it grows on you quite a bit.
Yeah.
Jigsaw Puzzle. Street Fighting Man is obviously a really good song.
Yeah.
Prodigal Son, very nice. Stray Cat Blues, bluesy rocker tune, very good. Factory Girl, good one. Soul of the Earth is could be my favorite. That or Sympathy for the Devil, one or the other. That's where they both sing, Mick and Keith on that. But yeah, nothing to get. Probably I would say people like it better than I do, but I still like it. But I like other albums better. That's all.
Yeah.
But number 7,
Yeah.
Beggar's Banquet. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic album cover.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
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 And yeah, no, it's true. Again, putting this list together is not easy,
Yeah,
guys.
it's difficult. Yeah.
Um, my number
Yeah.
7 is Some Girls.
Good job.
Released in '78. Again, their first comeback in their career, with songs like Miss You, the disco tinged Miss You, the first single. Respectable, Beast of Burden, Shattered. I love the original Beast of Burden. I don't like Bette Midler's version. Bette Midler can,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I love me some Bette Midler, but
Yeah.
Shattered, Lies, good track. I
Yeah.
love. Sorry, I'm itchy here.
Oh, yeah.
I itch sometimes, guys. It's very dry in Alberta here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Shattered's a good track. I've always loved Shattered. Lies is another good song, and the title track, right? So
Yeah.
all good songs. So yeah, I'm
They are.
surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised it's lower on the list, but more to come. So, what's your
That's
number?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your number
What are we?
6? I guess.
6 now. Yeah. like you, it's not real high on the list, a little bit higher, but Let It Bleed, number 6.
Mhm.
Really like it. Give Me Shelter, a good song for me. Love in Vain, that slow bluesy sort of thing. So I like some of that. Sometimes I don't, but this is not bad. Country Honk, I'm not big on that. I prefer the honky tonk women, if you know, as a song, obviously. Live With Me is quite good. I love Let It Bleed though, the title track. Always love that one.
Mhm.
Midnight Rambler's good, but I prefer the live version. I think Keith does a good job with You Got the Silver. That's quite a good track. Monkey Man is one of the better ones for me. Quite like that. And my favourite would have to be You Can't Always Get What You Want, the last track, which is the number one song for me on the album. But people have it higher. Some people's number one actually, and it's considered one of the greatest albums,
Yeah.
rock albums ever actually. But for me, it's number 6. Yeah, Let It Bleed.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Number 6 for me, guys, is Black and Blue. And yes, he's got the props.
Rob, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Released in 76. This is more of 8 tracks on the album. The presence of Billy Preston is quite heavily felt on this album.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic
it is.
album.
It is. Yeah.
Very slinky, very, I don't know if slinky is the word for it. Very down and dirty. Very simple, very like it. I mean, with songs like Hot Stuff and Hey Negrita. I mean,
Oh yes.
Hot Stuff. I mean, not a lot of vocals, but damn, is it funky. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah.
I mean, it leaves a
Yeah.
stain on you. It's so funky, for God's sake. Hey Negrita. There's a good track. There's a video for that, by the way.
Yeah,
Melody.
yeah, like it. It's good.
Melody is a good good track, good call and answer, call and response going on between
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Billy Preston, right, on the vocal. Hand of Fate is another good song, second track on the album. And the big hit from the album, Fool to Cry. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is, right? It's good. It's good. I really didn't know this album existed until a few years ago. And I'm like, what the hell is
Oh
this?
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize it. So yeah, and I should say a lot of the songs on this album, like Hot Stuff, Melody, Fool to Cry, I believe is on there too, are featured on the Alma Combo 77 double disc. The infamous officially finally released live concert that they did in Toronto at the Alma Combo Club. Get that album and get this album, both amazing. So yeah, that's my number.
Is that a 2 CD set? Is that a 2? Oh, okay.
Yeah, through Polydor. Yeah. Amazing. The just a little side note. This album, the Alma Combo album, has been bootlegged for years. And side 3 of Love You Live, I believe it's side 3, side 1 or 3 of Love You Live, is part of the performance at the Alma Combo Club. You can get the full performance of the show at the Alma Combo Club. The Alma Combo Club, for those of you who don't know, you probably don't know, but it was a small club. It's a small club that holds 300 people.
Wow.
So it was very intimate. When I hear the Alma Combo live album, you can almost feel the sweat coming off the stage. It is that. You're that up front, right? So it's that good. So yeah, that's my number 6. Black and Blue. So,
Black and Blue.
yeah.
All right, top five. We were just talking about it, Black and Blue. So, very underrated. Probably their most underrated album. I love this album. I've always loved it. It's got something about it for me. The funk, the songs are great. You got Billy Preston in there. Hot Stuff, funky as hell, isn't it? Just a really good opening track. Just a greater. Hand of Fate. That's another top song. Really good rock song. It got a bit of reggae, Cheerio Baby. Not my favorite, but I like it. It's a good one. Memory Motel is the one I go to a lot on this album too. It's that's just a gorgeous melody and a beautiful track. And Keith sings on it as well. Hey Negrita, love that song. The clip is go have a look at the clip on YouTube. Melody, very nice. Billy Preston and Mick Jagger on that. Very nice. Full to Cry, big hit, wasn't it? Beautiful song. Yeah. And a good rocker, Crazy Mum. I mean, I don't know why it's not higher in a lot of people. You hear them as you hear them, I guess. But yeah, for me, I always put it up there. Number 5, Black and Blue. Always had something about it for me. That was drawn me in this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's good. I mean.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me, guys, is Emotional Rescue from 1980. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The first time I saw the video for She's So Cold, I was like, what? I was 10 years old. And all I kept thinking was, Mick Jagger's got some big ass lips. You know, I'm telling you, man, like when he puckers, you better back up. Otherwise you'll get smacked in the face. I swear to God. I mean, big ass lips. I mean, like, you know, like I said before, you could, you know, suck the chrome clean off of a bus. I swear to God. I mean, like, it's that, you know, I just remember seeing the video and it was just like, what the hell is this? I couldn't get it. Couldn't understand it, but good album. You know, songs like Dance Part 1, Send It to Me, Emotional Rescue, She's So Cold, like I just said, All About You, another good song, and Where the Boys Go. Where the Boys Go, right? But again, She's So Cold, I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm telling you, he just and you know what I noticed in these videos? You got Jagger, Wood, and Richards up front. You got Wyman and Watts in the back, holding down the fort. The 3 are up there. You got Wood, Richards, and Jagger going all over the place, humping each other practically, for God's sake. And the other 2 in the back, just like holding the beat down, like, you know, just looking at each other. Just looking at one another, going, "Geez, they're doing this again, right? Yeah, they're doing it again," and they're just like, whatever, right? So, I mean, that's the way it is, right? I mean, and She's So Cold, that video, and you, like, it's no different, you know. So that's my that's my talk show moment of the night. So that's it. Okay. So number 4, guys, we must carry on, ladies and gentlemen.
You must carry on, but you see other clips too of you could see Charlie Watts smiling to himself when he's looking at Jagger. Some of the antics he gets up to.
Yeah, he's like, you know, could he, you know, is he gonna strip now? Like, what's he gonna do now? It's like, you know, is he gonna, like, could he be on the floor any more than he already is? You know, writhing and humping the ground, for God's sake. I mean, anyways, but that was their shtick, right? That was what they did. That was what they did, right? So okay. I love the Stones. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to get any hate messages from anyone. I you know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mick Jagger's got some big ass lips. You know, it's the way it is.
He does. There's no denying it.
You know? Okay, so number four. Number four.
Number four is 1973 Goat's Head Soup. I like that cover too. I like that cover. You could see
Yeah.
Keith on the back. The other guys are in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big hit on this, Angie.
Yeah.
Huge hit. Beautiful ballad, isn't it? Just a gorgeous track. Yeah. I also like Dancing with Mr. D. Very creepy. It's a bit creepy sounding, but just love it. Takes you in. I love this song Winter they do on here. Just a beautiful melodic
Yeah.
track, Winter. Just
Yeah.
fabulous, fabulous. Star's a bit controversial. Do Heartbreak is a good one. Coming Down Again with Keith on the vocal. Just an album. It was always going to be in my top five. Yeah, just I love a lot of the songs on this. It really holds together well. There's nothing much wrong with it at all for me. So number four is Goat's Head Soup, 1973.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's a good one. My number four, ladies and gentlemen, is Tattoo You. 81. This is where I first really took notice of the Stones. I mean, it's like, okay. Great album. I mean, the history of this album is that the tracks, or most of the tracks, I think there were like 11 tracks on this album. They were made up. The album is made up of tracks that were done during other sessions, like for Goat's Head Soup and Some Girls, what have you, like Start Me Up, fantastic, Hang Fire, Worried About You, which goes back as far back as 76. Apparently, yeah. And there's a version of Worried About You again on the live at the El Macombo album, right? There's a good version of that. Slave is another good song. Little TNA, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, guys. And my favorite track on the album, Waiting on a Friend.
Fabulous.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
The roots for the song go back to 73. Go back to Goat's Head Soup.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, when I heard this last night, I was going through it just last night just to make sure I had my list in order. And I liked it more than I thought I would. Like, I was like, this is pretty
fabulous. It's good.
This is pretty bloody good. Like, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. That's my number four. I Tattoo You. So
did you pick up the box set of it, or there was a box set around?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you did.
I'm rethinking that.
Yes.
I gotta wait for my Who box set to come in.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for my.
Oh, it hasn't come yet.
It's coming, guys. It's coming. Yeah. It's coming by the 21st. Oh,
that'd be fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming by the 21st.
You should show it. You should show it on your show. Yeah, show it. Should give it a. Yeah, I'd like to have a look. Yeah.
Well,
be good.
Spoiler alert. I'm going to be doing an album spotlight on Who's Next, because I think.
Yep.
Given the fact that the box set is come out, I'm going to do a combo. Yeah. I'm going to do a combo showing of the box set and a spotlight on Who's Next coming up. So.
Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Yeah. So, fabulous.
Yeah.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah. But number four, Tattoo You. So
Tattoo You. Number three, top three. So down to the end.
We're almost there.
Tattoo You.
Yeah.
Number three. always loved it. Always loved it. It could be my most played Stones album, over the years, I would say. Well, I've played them a lot, but there's Keith on the back there. Yeah, so. So great single. Start Me Up, a great rock song. Hang Fire is fabulous too, isn't it? Hang
Yeah.
Fire, really good song.
Hang
Yeah.
Fire, yeah.
Slave is a bit different, but it's great. Keith Little TNA, it's a good rocker. It's catchy, very catchy. Black Limousine, good one. Neighbours, they did a clip for that, quite a funny clip. Worried About You, love that song. Love that, Worried About You. Always like that. Fabulous. There's a clip for that as well. Tops is great. Tops, the song Tops. Heaven's a bit slower, a bit mellower. Very good. No Use in Crying's a good one. And Waiting on a Friend, what a great finish. As you said, they're a lot of the songs are from old sessions, way back, and they revamped them, and what an album that came out of. And it's always been highly regarded album for me. I mean, you can't miss with Start Me Up, Waiting on a Friend, Worried About You, Hang Fire, whatever. Little TNA one. It's obvious for me that it had to be my top three. I even considered putting it higher, but considering what the other two albums are, I just didn't. Yeah.
No, I mean, and
three.
it's got to be said. I mean, in '81, when this album came out in '81, Tattoo You was all over the radio. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah.
It was. They were white hot at this point. And the background on it was that they had a tour booked, a world tour booked, and they just didn't have enough time. This was according to Keith Richards. They just did not have enough time to write new material. They didn't have enough time. So they took what they had and just went in, and you've got contributions from people like, again, like Billy Preston, Ollie Brown, Ian Stewart, Pete Townsend, sings sings back up on track 3, which I think is Slave. So I mean, speaking of the Who, fantastic album. I think if not the box set, because the problem is with these box sets is you have to, depending, it's like the Jethro Tull sets, right? You have to get them sometimes when they first come out, when they're not as expensive. Otherwise they go up to like $300-$400. And
they go through the roof, don't they?
Like I'm not going to take out a second mortgage in order to buy a box set, right?
Oh no. You really have to really like the album, to get these. To make it worthwhile.
Just a little side note. I mean, the Who set for Who's Next on Lifehouse, I mean, that's a bit of a different story. But more on that to come later. Because I will be doing I will be doing an unboxing kind of thing on Who's Next and an album spotlight on that.
Good.
So
beautiful.
We must carry on, ladies and gentlemen. My number 3.
Yes.
My number 3 is Sticky Fingers from 71. I mean, iconic cover, fantastic album, Brown Sugar, Sway, Wild Horses, Can You Hear Me Knocking? You got side 2 starts with a classic track, Bitch. You know what I mean? Like, there you go. Bitch. I mean, like,
that says it all, doesn't it?
These days, for me, that says a lot. Okay, I mean, it says quite a bit.
It's really hard hitting, isn't it? Bitch.
It does, bitch, really. And other songs. I Got the Blues. Sister Morphine. Moonlight Mile. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I mean, like, bloody hell, right? I mean, just a fantastic
It's
album.
fabulous. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I actually have a video, a DVD box set of the a documentary on the Stones through the decades, like through the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and that, like, unreal.
Oh yeah.
And it goes through all of the recordings of every album, basically, like all of them. And this was a particularly productive time period for them, right? Like the creative juices were just going in overdrive, right? So
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 3, Sticky Fingers. And just one more time, bitch.
Sticky Fingers number 3.
Yeah.
Bitch, yeah, it's very hard.
It's hard not to say that word, you know what I mean?
So what, we number 2 now? Number 2.
Yes, we are.
Number 2 for me is Sticky Fingers. Number 2. Well, yeah, considered it would have been number 1, but for one other album, of course. But Brown Sugar, big hit, great song. I love Sway, the guitar playing Mick Taylor in that song, the Sway song. Really great, really great song. Wild Horses, well, it's all been said about that song. Great song. Can't Hear Me Knocking, they stretch out a bit musically, very excellent. It's got Bitch on it. It's got probably my favorite song on here is Moonlight Mile. I love Moonlight Mile. It's a great song, yeah. Dead Flowers, very country influence sort of song. Sister Morphine, great song. Pretty much You Gotta Move might be the one a bit lower for me, but it fits in okay with the album for me. But yeah, really great album. Number 2, Sticky Fingers, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I love, and I'm not going to say that word again. I'm sorry.
Bitch. I forgot to say bitch. Great song.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My number 2 is Exile on Main Street.
Okay.
From 72, double album. Only clocks in at just like 67 minutes. I do have a version of the on CD. I got a used copy, and when it came in the mail, it was so tarnished and brown, I didn't even want to pick it up.
Oh,
right. So
that's awful. That's awful.
Yeah. But this album, again, this was during the white hot period, between starting from 69, people say from 69 up until 73, this was their peak period. You've got, the 3 albums, you've got Sticky Fingers, you got Exile on Main Street, and you got Goat's Head Soup, like boom, 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 1, 2, 3.
Boom,
like a triple hit, right? Songs like Rocks Off. Okay. Tumbling Dice, all down the line. Shine a Light, which to me, when I hear Shine a Light, it's almost like I've been to church. You know what I mean? It's like
it's got that feel to it,
very sort of almost like an epiphany kind of thing hits you when you hear that.
The gospel-y sort of type song, in a way.
No, fantastic album. It was interesting for me to read that Mick Jagger really doesn't like this album after all. Like, he really didn't like the way it came out. Yeah, because he said there was so much music on it that it lost direction. Like, there was no sort of cohesive direction for the album, and he really can't listen to it now. But which, people watching that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Rip This Joint, track 2.
Oh yes, yes.
I mean, if I remember correctly, he sounds like his vocal cords are about to rip about to bleed. He's screaming so hard.
Yeah, it's a very fast song, isn't it? Yeah, it's very good though. Very good
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
Yeah.
and fantastic album. You know, a classic. If
Oh
you
yeah.
don't have this in your collection, you should. You know, uh,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, drugs were quite prevalent at this point in time.
Oh yeah. Around this album, yeah, very much
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my
Yeah.
number
Very much.
two. That's my number two.
Exile Main Street. Okay. Now number one, isn't it? So here
Yep.
we go. Number one. My number one is Exile on Main Street,
I knew it.
1972. I couldn't go past this. It covers a lot of styles, obviously.
Hmm.
Um, my favorite, probably my favorite song of theirs is on this Tumbling Dice. So what a catchy rock song that is. That's just
Yeah.
fabulous. Rocks Off, a great opener. Rip This Joint. What you got? Great country sort of song. Sweet Virginia. Sweet Virginia. And you got Torn and Frayed. That's excellent. You got Loving Cup. What a great song. Keith singing Happy. Very catchy tune. There's
Yeah.
another wonderful song in here that I always love. Let It Loose. Let It Loose. I love from here, from this album. Ventilator Blues, Shine a Light, like you said, fabulous. It's just got a lot of atmosphere to it. It's the songs are quality. Yeah, they cover a lot of styles and just I just couldn't go past this one. It's a true classic for me. Yeah, Exile on Main Street. Yeah, number one.
Cool. No, good.
Mm,
Good. It's a good
yeah,
album.
yeah.
My number one is Go Ted Soup.
Oh, I thought it might have been. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. 73.
yeah, great album.
73.
Yeah,
To me, this is a very well-rounded album, very well-produced album. The arrangements are fantastic. Um, the music is just stellar on it, like unreal. Like
mm,
starts off with Dancing with Mr. D. Obviously, we won't
yeah.
get into that what that would be about. Um, 100 years ago, another great track.
Yeah,
Do Heartbreaker, whatever.
yeah.
You know, Angie,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
the main hit
yeah,
from the album. And I'm gonna dispel a rumor here. I've said this before. The infamous, let's say, Angie Bowie
yeah,
had said that this track came about because she walked in on David Bowie and Mick Jagger
yeah.
in bed together, and the only thing between them was a jar of Vaseline. So,
Yeah.
and she milked that on the talk show circuit in the 90s for all she could get. And
Jeez.
that this song was written to sort of say sorry to her for what happened. Guys,
Mm.
that is a load of crap. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
According to Keith Richards, it has nothing to do with that. He came up with the chord structure on the acoustic guitar. He came up with the words, and he just started saying the words and the name Angie. Angie. And what happened
yeah,
was he had just had a daughter with his wife. They named her Daffodil.
yeah.
And the hospital, which happened to be a Catholic hospital that she was born in, told them that she needed a Catholic name, an actual name to go on the birth certificate. So
Oh, okay.
the child's name was Daffodil Angela.
Oh, okay.
That is the reason for the name of this track. It has nothing salacious or anything smutty to do with it, or slutty. Nothing like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to believe that story, go right ahead, but it's not true. So
Yeah.
fantastic track, very emotional, beautiful strings. Star
Mm.
won't go into, into the chorus of that song. Um,
Yeah.
that song yeah, just it's for me, it's a very well-rounded album. Um,
Mm.
there is a 2 CD set of the reissue featuring a track called Scarlet, uh, featuring Jimmy
Yeah.
Page, which was like a jam session, but it features Jimmy Page on guitar on that track. Um, and there's also a box set of this album that's available too. That's going for like $300. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
number one. Goat's Head 2. Um,
Good.
so
Yeah.
yeah, um,
Excellent album.
yeah,
Yeah. Excellent album.
yeah, fantastic, fantastic. So yeah, guys, that's our list.
Good choice.
Yeah, and so down there, down below, tell us what your top 10 Rolling Stones albums are. They may be the same, some may be the same, some may differ, obviously. Um, and Please let us know. Coming up, before we started taping 10 years ago, because this is our second taping of this. Um, Peter and I were discussing that we are going to be doing, as I call it, the ever elusive Pink Floyd album ranking. It's going to be
Yes.
it's going
Yes.
to be Peter and Bill Schuster is going to do it with me. This is going to be taped on September the 30th, and it's going to be airing October the 1st. So October the 2nd,
Oh,
where Peter is in Australia. So
yeah.
it's going to be a mammoth show that's coming up. So when that show does air, get some popcorn, get something to drink, something to smoke,
Yeah.
sit back and enjoy, because we're
Yeah.
gonna do the entire
Oh, yeah. Discography. Yeah.
15 albums. So
Albums.
you better get a pillow, get some sleep, while you're watching it too.
Yeah.
So Bill Schuster and I are going to be doing another installment of Joe Jackson, New Music Discovery, Joe Jackson, Part 4,
Oh, yeah.
on September 22nd. As far as I know, Grant Arthur and I are still going to be doing an episode on Grant's Rock Warehouse on the
Okay.
tape party on the 21st. We're going to tape. So please stay tuned for
Okay.
that. That's going to be on Grant's channel, Grant's Rock Warehouse, Grant's Rock Warehouse. Please check out Grant's channel, Grant's Rock Warehouse. Has some good content. And what do you do? What's coming up on your channel?
Haven't got. I've done a few requests. I've done some album reviews and all that, but I'm. I hope to do another. I haven't decided yet, but I hope to do a ranking, maybe a small discography of somebody, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll continue with album reviews and all that, but nothing in the moment. But I will come up with something. Yeah, I'll sometimes get a request to do something, which I will do, but nothing in at the moment. But there will be more videos. Yeah.
Cool. Well, please
Yeah.
check out the
Yeah.
Lizard King channel, Peter Kent's channel.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic content on that channel. So for now, guys, please take care of yourselves. First of all, I forgot to say, click like and the subscribe button and hit the
Yeah.
notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content that I've got coming up.
Mm.
I will be doing eventually. I will be doing this. I will be doing. This is you want to talk about a mammoth CD set? Hold on. I will be doing a live album spotlight on, as he tries to see what this is. I'll show it to you. I'm going to be doing a live album spotlight on Santana Lotus.
Oh, yes.
This, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
is the Japanese 2017 reissue triple CD, 34 tracks, amazing album. but I'm going to be doing a live album spotlight on this album coming soon. So please stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be a monster of a CD to do. So that's it for now, guys. Please again look after yourselves and one another. And for Mr. Peter Kent, I'm Armando Venditti. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.